The state is so focused on test results. The lawmakers, the Department of Education, all of our focus has been on what are these students going to score on the test at the end of the year. But that's not what matters to that student. That's not what matters to myself as a teacher. I want to make an impact on those students. Yes, we are learning. Yes, we are pushing them to be successful and to be high achievers, but a test does not always measure that.
There is no better teacher than experience. I, as a third-year teacher, look up to teachers who are veteran teachers. I seek their guidance. I seek their counsel. I value their opinion. And they are helping me and mentoring me to grow into a better teacher every day. One of the things that saddens me and terrifies me is that all of the inconsistency and the upset and the change and the pressure that takes the focus away from the student and onto a test is driving the veteran teachers who would have stayed another 10, 15, 20 years to say, I can retire in 4 years. In 4 years, I'm out of here. For me, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we are losing the most valuable assets that we have because we have stopped relying on the common sense of good teaching. Good teaching is good teaching.
Because of all the changes and all the pressure and all the stress that's been put upon me, then it just stresses my family. And that's what I would be lying if I hadn't thought about getting out of education and going, into something else. And I kind of think about it on a year-to-year basis. Let's see how this year goes. And let's see if things can change. Let's see if we can get through to our legislators. And I'm trying. I write and email, and I've tried to meet. I've met several different times with them, and I just don't feel like they're listening. But if they would really think about the student as an individual and not just the test, but where's the student going after 8th grade? Where are they going when they finish high school? And are they going to be citizens that I'm going to be proud of when they get out there in the real world?
A lot of these representatives and our lawmakers in Nashville, they come from different areas of background, especially business or law or not an educational background. When you run a business, you get the best products and you get the best resources coming in to your business. You don't want faulty equipment. You don't want faulty raw products. That's not going to happen. But the amazing thing about American democracy and American education is we take everybody. I teach all kids. It doesn't matter what happened at your home. If you come from a good home, if your parents are divorced, if you can't read yet, I get you. And that's the thing I love year after year is I get you. You're mine for a year. And I'm going to help you grow. And they're not sometimes the best raw material, but they're my raw material. And so you can't judge a business and a school teacher in the same areas. It's not going to work. You can't say one assessment determines what this child can do, because I don't know if somebody is busted in your house the night before on a meth bust, and you're going to go take that 10-ready test. I have no idea if you got fed the night before but you took the 10-ready test. But you're my raw material for that year, and I'm going to give you the best I've got.
Would I do it over again? Yes. 25 years ago when I went on this journey, I would do it again. Started out teaching 3-year-olds in a preschool. Would do it again. I love it. I've always loved it. I love children. I love our school system. I love our county. I love everyone I've ever worked with. I've loved every student I've ever taught, and from the ones that gave me more trouble to the ones that sat in the classroom that never said a word unless you spoke to them or whatever. And I think our legislators have forgotten a lot of them, maybe not all of them, they came from a public school. Did they forget that they had a public teacher that taught them?
Would I do it again? Certainly. Why? Because I love children and I want what's best for the children. That's what we as teachers want. All of us, we want what is best for our children. We want our children to excel. We want our children to do well now and in the future. And I will continue to be dedicated to make sure that my children do well and excel. That's what all teachers want.
I try to stay positive. I'm looking forward to new leadership that will help our teaching career, help teachers be more supportive of teachers. That will make me stay longer, to have more support and have legislators paying attention and helping teachers instead of attacking and going after them.
I feel very honored and fortunate today to be able to sit here with these teachers that have just enlightened you on their jobs and the day-to-day obstacles and things that they go through to make sure that our children have a good education. As many of you know, education reform is a very important part of my platform. I want to get the education system back to the local levels. I want Washington and Nashville to stay out of it. I want to let our teachers do what they do best, and that's teach. And no one understands the classroom any better than our teachers do. And if you listen to their stories today and you didn't get a heartwarming feeling, then you need to go back and listen to it again. Because these people are talking from their hearts. They're telling you what they really feel when they walk into that classroom. They're not doing it for money. They're doing it because they want their children and your children to have a good education. So we need to support these teachers. We need to help them. We need to give them the tools that they need for better education. And it's not testing. Let them teach.